This is Kat,
And this is Saskia,
and this is Note to Self.
your weekly dose of everything that's just simply too long to text. Hello,
Right.
my friend. So, Love Island.
Fuck!
I'm joking. We're not kicking off with Love Island. I promise it's not a Love Island podcast. There's enough of them. My whole TikTok is Love Island podcast right now. We're not talking about it, please. Hello, how are you?
Oh my god. We just go off the deep end again. Last week I was like, why did I commit to a midweek recording?
And we're back here again. Midweek, baby.
Well, I was about to come in real hot because I have some beef.
Ooh, tell more.
Beef only because it's warmer weather.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I'm just cranky and I have my period.
I love that for you.
But okay, so obviously it's warmer weather because we are sweating our tits off.
Yeah, today's going to be an interesting episode. We just turned the AC off, so bear
It's
with us.
Hot as fuck outside and it's hot as fuck in here. So I have this theory. It's not really a theory. As soon as the weather gets nice and it stays nice into the evening, people lose all social etiquette.
In what way?
They don't know how to walk on the footpath. They almost turn like a little crazy.
Yeah.
And it's always when it's warmer weather.
What do you mean they don't know how to walk on the footpath?
It's like a dog that hasn't been trained on a leash.
So they're just zigzagging.
Yeah.
So over here. Ooh, pretty flower.
ooh,
Ooh, wait,
rat.
a drink. Yeah, rat. Oscar. Hey. He had to come back. We've missed him. It's been a few episodes since we brought him back. I could agree with that. But
Think
I tell
about
you
it.
where I notice it. So I bike back and forth from the gym, and I've been going to the afternoon classes recently, and it's the way people drive. People are nuts.
Okay.
And I feel like it's worse in the summer because I think people are distracted. They got their windows open. Maybe they don't even want to be driving. It's crazy. Also, to be fair, it is the pedestrians because they're just fucking walking out in the middle of the street. They don't look. And I've nearly hit so many people.
It's human whack-a-mole.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah,
Except
that's-
if I hit someone, I think I would be the one getting sued. So.
That's bleak.
Human whack-a-mole.
That's bleak.
Was that the thing where you had the little moles that come up and then you'd whack-a-mole?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I just realized what that was.
Sometimes my favorite thing is you trying to like register something and I can see the wheels. Wait, what did we say last week? The two hamsters. Chipmunks.
They're coming together trying to make the chords meet.
That's my favorite thing. One of my favorite things about you.
That was a fast one, though.
It was actually.
I hit it good.
You blinked.
Yeah, and I got it, which I normally takes me a little bit of time. You know, I never realized that's why it's called whack-a-mole. I thought whack-a-mole was a word altogether. But it's 3 words. Does it change per animal? Is it like whack-a-moose, whack-a-dolphin, whack-a-koala?
They don't have whack.
I didn't think it was an animal. I just thought it was a word for a game.
It's whack-a-mole because moles come out of the ground.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Holy shit. And you whack them back down into their little holes.
Well, you could do other animals that come out of the ground.
Whack-a-mole into its hole.
Whack-a-bee. I was going to say a beaver, but that's not right. Whack-a-rabbit. Whack-a-rabbit. That's a hard one.
That sounds like you're about to like say
Whack-a-rabbit. That's really hard.
whack off.
This game is probably successful for a reason because it stuck to what it knew. It didn't venture out.
No.
It just knew what it needed to achieve and then ended there.
Leave it on a high.
Which, funnily enough, something that I wanted to talk about today was I wanted to ask you, and I'd had this, I have a story that I can tell, but I wanted to hear what you said first, was what games did you play when you were in school? Specifically, primary school.
Okay, I'm going to do a really shithouse job at explaining this. Okay. Oh my God, I have a few that have come to mind. You know the big...
the
what's it
tarp
called?
that
The
you
tarp.
throw up and it was all rainbow? And
Yes.
you throw it up. It was like a parachute.
The parachute game, and you would all just like piss bolt under.
Yeah, you'd take turns and
Yes.
your name would get called out. And then when they'd pull it up and you'd all sit underneath it.
That
like,
was a really special game.
That game was incredible. Loved that one. Good
It's
one.
going to make me sad, the nostalgia. I don't think you could play it these days because I feel like if a kid ran into another kid,
Someone would
Someone
sue.
would sue. Just straight up. Someone would sue.
At least in this country.
Someone would sue. So that one, Duck, Duck, Goose, of course.
Classic.
I don't know what else. What games did you play? No, there's going to be some weird Queensland shit, isn't it?
No, this is a very unique game, and I had this memory. So, I don't know if where you grew up in Australia, did you have little lunch, big lunch, and afternoon play?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was
Yeah.
a universal Australia thing.
Yeah.
I think it's just recess here.
Yeah.
But
And lunch. No, it's just, is it recess? I don't
think
know.
they just call recess as like the break where you eat and then sometimes play.
when you eat. Oh my God. Play is optional.
Play is optional. They go to the cafeteria, eat the weird cafeteria food.
The sludge.
Oh God, so gross.
Poor
Cannot.
kids. Poor kids.
So we had the 3 plays, right? And I remember that my friends and I, every Thursday, we would play this very specific game. So every Wednesday night, Charmed would come out.
Oh, yes.
And I was going to say, have you seen Charmed?
Yes.
This is shocking, but okay.
Yep.
Really glad that you've seen it.
Because we'd make potions at recess.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Sorry, go ahead.
So, Charmed, for those who have not seen it, is an iconic show from the 90s and 2000s. I'm truly shocked Kat has watched it.
Me
It is
too.
I honestly thought you were going to say you hadn't seen it.
Love some witchcraft shit.
It's about 3 sisters who are witches. Won't go into anything more because, spoilers.
Oh my God.
It's the one show I won't spoil.
Someone's learnt their lesson.
But on Thursdays, the Wednesday night, the episode would come out, and then Thursday, we'd have this game. And I think we were in grade 6, so I don't know, maybe 11. And I had a group of 4 friends, right? But there's only 3 sisters. So every Thursday, the 3 of us who watched the show, there's a mean part to this as well, would reenact the episode from the night before. Like, reenact the whole thing. I was, of course, who do you think?
I can't remember the names.
Okay, so we can't go deep. I was Paige, who was my favorite. I was always Paige. And I'd get so excited the night before if an episode was about Paige. Because I'd be like, oh my God, my moment is coming tomorrow. I must prepare. Got to practice my lines. How emotional am I going to be? Like, what's going on in my life?
The answer to how emotional am I going to be? Max.
No, yeah. Max,
So-
even if it's not about me.
Max.
So I just remember I have a distinct memory of as a kid being like, yes, it's about me tomorrow. So I am so psychotic. That's only child coming through prior to having my sister.
You have a sister?
Yeah, only child of 5 years. Also, prior to having my sister, like, did I what? Prior to my mother giving me a sister, I was an only child for 5 years. So the little only child syndrome comes out every now and then. But we'd reenact the episode, and the poor 4th friend couldn't play with us on Thursdays. Isn't that awful? I had a memory of this. I was like, we were such little assholes. We'd be like, oh, sorry, blah, blah, blah. You're not allowed to play with us on Thursdays. And then we'd go off and reenact the Charmed episode.
Fuck, kids were and are such bullies.
Such a bully.
Did you rotate who would not play each Thursday?
No,
It was just
she
the
didn't
same
watch the
person.
show,
Oh.
so we always did it. Every now and then we'd let her in if there was an episode. If there was an episode with like a 4th character,
That
like,
is
you can play with the
fucked.
4th character. Isn't
I
that
think you need to
mean?
write her. I'm assuming a her.
I don't even I would have no idea how to reach out to her anymore. But I have thought about that, and I tell you what though, every kid has been bullied and was a bully at some stage.
For sure.
And I think that was my bullying.
I think you need to find her on Facebook.
If you're listening to this podcast, I won't say her name. I'm really sorry. I'm laughing, but I genuinely have thought about this so much over the years. Truly.
That's very upsetting, but also
Funny game, though.
Yeah,
it was fun.
yeah, shit.
Also, wonder who came up with that game idea. Wonder, out of the friends. Probably me.
Of course.
Duh.
Of course.
Every other game often involved reenacting something that I liked, which was often Saddle Club as well. So
Oh, don't get me started on Saddle Club.
it had to be. It had to be.
Ooh.
Had to be led by me.
That is, okay, so I've been thinking a lot about like the Australian school culture and the tuck shops.
Oh my God, I've spoken to so many Americans about tuck shop. You have to explain what it is.
It's like a little mini canteen, basically.
It's our version of the cafeteria, but it's just a window and you order from it. You don't sit down.
And you would put your lunch order, you would write it on a brown paper bag, and it would be 1 times chicken drumstick or 1, potato skull, whatever.
One times cookie, and then you'd usually have a drink, some type of main,
Yes.
and then a little dessert.
And a little treat.
a little treat.
And you put your $2.50 in the coins.
It was so cheap. Holy shit, it was. It was $2.50, I remember.
And you put them in the
yeah, you'd put
in
your
the bin.
coins in the bag.
Yes. Yep. And you'd put them in like the little bin in the front of class at the beginning of the day, and they would get scooped away. Or you would put them, take them straight to the tuck shop in the morning. And then I remember being so excited when it was lunchtime, and you would just scrounge through the bags.
Oh, and there's warm meat pies.
Oh my God.
Oh, those are so good.
tuck
They're
shop
an
is.
Australian delicacy, a savory pie filled with meat. God love them. Americans always find it weird.
Is it? It's like meat and gravy, no? What's
Kind
the-
of.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's some type of saucy.
So
Put some
it's
ketchup
saucy.
on that. Yes,
Oh my
saucy.
God.
A sausage roll. Loved a sausage roll.
I need someone. I really want a sausage roll now. Okay. Whoever is listening in Australia, and if you have offspring who is at school, can you please tell us what the average cost?
Of their lunch, of their tuck shop is now.
And do they get to still write it on a brown paper bag?
Oh God, I hope so. That is so nostalgic.
Right?
Tell you what I figured out recently with my high school tuck shop. So the cookies used to be 50 cents. They're now $1.
Inflation, bitch. It's gonna get you.
Over 10 years, and they've gone up double the price. If that's not inflation, I don't know what is. I was pretty sad when I found out.
Give
You're
him a-
spending $1 on the 50-cent cookies?
That was half of our entire lunch.
Right? Mm-hmm. And what, they're now called dollar cookies? That doesn't sound as good. 50-cent cookies sounds so much better.
They actually.
We called them the 50-cent cookies.
I really like that. Has a nice ring to it.
And do you remember scabbing from your friends to scab money?
Oh my God.
I don't think that's an American term
No,
either.
because a scab is like a wound.
Yeah, but we would use it as if you needed tuck shop money and you didn't bring any, and you'd go around and be like, anyone have 20 cents? And it was called scabbing. And you'd be like,
That's
do you want to go scab for some money? So then you could go get a 50-cent cookie. So you'd try and make 50 cents. It's crazy.
That is insane. Oh
Little
my God.
entrepreneurs, gotta say.
I mean, you got your cookies. But then I was thinking I went down this whole spiral because sometimes with Joe, I'll say an Australian saying, and he's like, why do you have to rhyme everything? I was like, because we're kind of stupid. That's the only way for us to remember something.
things. Wait, what were you rhyming?
Slip, slop, slap, no hat, no play. Because when we were in
Both
Australia,
good ones.
he was like, why does all these kids have to wear the hats with the neck cover?
And the brims. They're
Yeah.
wide brims and they have the neck cover, yeah.
And I was like, no hat, no play.
Yeah.
He goes, what the fuck was
I've
that?
said that to Jeffrey before. Wait, slip, slop, slap. Slip on a shirt, slop on sunscreen, and slap on a hat.
Oh,
do you remember the tune? There was a jingle to it
You
as
just
well.
went full entertainment. You went full theater kid. But now it's extended to 5. It's there's 5. Slip, slop, slap.
Ugh.
So I don't even know what the 4th and 5th ones are.
How many more S's do we need?
Oh, God.
You got a shirt, you put sunscreen on, you have a hat. I
Yeah.
think you're good to go.
Oh, shade.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
God.
That's a given. Yeah.
Come on.
But we have little sayings and rhymes and slogans and jingles for absolutely everything. Click, clack, front and back.
What was that for?
Seatbelts.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, I didn't use that one a ton.
Oh.
Click, clack, front and back.
Do they not
That's
have
kinda hard.
seatbelts in Queensland?
Yeah, we didn't have them there. No, I feel like some, though, you have to think. My dad's American, my mom's Canadian, so I didn't always get these from my parents. It was it was from other kids. They never said this stuff. So all of my Australianisms came from just being there, not my parents.
50-cent cookie.
It's definitely.
Can I get some coins?
Australia-wide, the cookies are all 50 cents.
We are an unhinged group of people.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why Australia is not a real place, right?
Oh, land the plane. Australia.
I've thought about that a lot since you brought that up on the podcast a few weeks ago. Just the fact that you and Joe have that as a bit is so good.
Here we are. land down under.
Wait, did I tell you? Nate Bargatze, this comedian who
he's
I
so funny.
love, he does a bit about going to Australia. People have to Google it, but essentially he's talking about when they land and how, as they're taking off, and the pilot's talking about the way they're going to go, and he's like, I don't really know if that's the way I would go. He's like, it doesn't make sense to go that way. You should be going the other way. He's like, sure, that was the way we flew.
Oh my God. He is so funny.
So funny. He also talks all about how, you're so jet lagged, you get up early. And he's like, is this what it's like to get up so early? But it's not, because it's Sydney, and Sydney's a very special place where you get up at 5 a.m. and it's the busiest world you could imagine.
Jet lag or no jet lag, you are conditioned to be up, running, crossfitting, swimming. It's incredibly intimidating.
Everyone
getting
has
a cough.
As Jeffrey says, everyone has a rig.
Yes.
I taught him that term. Rig means hot bod, and he's obsessed with it now. He's always like, oh, yeah, if I moved to Sydney, I'd get a rig. I was like, okay,
my
friend.
God.
Okay, friend.
Nothing's stopping him.
Yeah, I was like, you could do it here. Would love
He
it.
doesn't have to be in Sydney. Does he think that once you land in Australia,
The rig just happens immediately.
just like what are those oh fuck, I'm blanking. There's books like Anamorphous. I just fucked that up. I fucked that up.
No, they turned it into a TV show
Yes.
too, and it's the kids who would turn into animals.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is that
I know,
show?
I fucked it
That was a
up.
great show.
Well,
I think it is called Animal. It's something like that.
But does Jeffrey just think that he's just going into like
Morph into a
Morph.
hot bod. Yeah.
just rig
I only get stronger.
and just like each day, and he just is like constantly oiled up.
Oh
Ew.
God, he's down in Bondi. There's this outdoor gym, and all the big, like, jacked dudes are out there working out. Jeffrey's just down there every day. You can't recognize him.
Oh my God.
Jeffrey?
No,
I just need to do another set, babe.
So Saskia and I had this realization the other week that Jeffrey, when he's trying to make a point, I love you, Jeffrey, he sounds like Steve from Sex and the City saying, Miranda.
He does. It's so brilliant.
And when we realized, Saskia and I were like,
We have not stopped. Every time we see him together, we go, Miranda. It's so good.
That's why he drinks like 4 coffees around us.
Yeah, he's like, this is the only way to
This is
get
it,
to her.
this is
The
it.
only way. I don't drink alcohol, so what else am I meant to do?
This is it. Also, okay, so I know once again I'm late to the party.
Yeah.
I did start watching And Just Like That, the new season.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the first season. Where I was like, we're on season 3. Ooh, you started watching it. Yay. Did you watch the first episode?
And the second.
Any thoughts on the first?
I have a lot of thoughts.
Go right
That's why I
ahead,
brought it
please.
up.
I would love to hear.
It is so unrealistic.
Oh, duh. That whole show is always, the first few seasons I feel like were realistic for the relationships. I mean, there was very, they were experiencing everything, but you can watch it and relate. But their lifestyles are very unrealistic.
So, but the one thing that I'm really hung up on, so the second episode, I'm not going to spoil, fuck it, it's not going to spoil anything.
By the time this comes out, we record in advance. A few episodes will be out.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
So, Aiden just like lets himself into Carrie's apartment, like townhouse, but doesn't no one is just coming into someone's apartment and like it's so stupid.
And she gets like scared by him.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just walked right in. I mean,
I
it's
don't know
so
why they-
true.
I don't
Also,
know why.
all of them are unbelievably wealthy. For them to live, Miranda is probably the most normal, right?
Miranda?
Of course. They always make Miranda the normal one. Like she was in the first few seasons. It's kind of bullshit when you think about it.
Yeah.
But everyone else is stupidly wealthy. Those houses are crazy.
But who's just letting themselves in?
I mean,
That's what I'm really stuck
That is
on.
someone who has a fear of an intruder. I mean, if it was my partner, they probably have a key.
Yeah, but they would tell you.
He came to surprise her.
It's so unhinged. It is so unhinged.
I'm surprised that's what you picked. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised you haven't spoken about episode 1 with Aiden and the most cringe scene I've ever seen in the series ever, including the first one.
Well, there was am I blank? Did I specifically block this out?
I
Go
think
ahead.
you did when they were trying to have phone sex.
Oh, that's in the second. That's the second season episode.
Oh,
isn't
is it the second? I thought it was the first, and he spits on his.
Yep.
I can't even say it.
Yep.
It was Oh my God, it was so uncomfortable. Why did they include that? I mean, it was real, but I was also like, no, we don't need to see it.
I
We're
appreciate it because it's also very much encouraging of, sex regardless of age.
Very sex positive, but I wouldn't want to see that no matter ever. Like, I don't need to see Aiden doing that.
To spit on his hand so that he makes his willy wet.
Ew, what? You didn't need to say it. You didn't need to say it.
Do you not like the specificity around it was Aiden?
So specific. Stop talking about it. I've seen so many videos online being like, what was that scene? Oh, no, I can't.
But it's realistic.
It is, but it was just the way he did it.
I know.
It was
I
weird.
know.
I'm like,
I know.
I feel like he hated doing it.
I know. Imagine pitching that in the. Oh my God.
Wait, I'm obsessed with Shoo, the cat.
Oh, I was like, who?
I love Shoo. Every time Shoo comes on the scene, she's my favorite character.
I mean, I like kittens. I don't like cats.
I would have a cat called Shoo. It's a great name.
Would you get a cat?
No.
Are you a cat pet? Oh, thank God! I thought I knew you.
No, I'm not. I don't not like cats. I just would not get a cat. I don't like their kitty litter. It's kind of gross. I like being around cute cats that are cuddly. My older sister had a gorgeous cat. He was one of those really big Mancoons, and they adopted him, and he was an older cat, and his owner had died because his owner was really old, and he was the most cuddly boy. All he would do is cuddle. That's all he wanted to do. He was a dog. He was a full dog.
Sweet.
Yeah, he was my boy.
That's
Loved
sweet.
him.
I like that.
Great cat. R.I.P. He died.
Well, you have a cat, and that is me.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I was like, do I? Miranda.
It's so good.
I mean, clearly you're cat number one.
That's cat.
Why I can get a dog.
One cat per room.
Yeah.
You know the rules.
Yeah, I know. It's true. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was cat vibes. You looked like a cat.
That honestly sounded like a hiss.
Yeah.
But it was just my congested nose. That's so gross.
Ew.
I have started to realize just how feline my personality actually is.
In what way?
I don't like the outside world.
We know that.
I don't like people. I'm very specific about
That's true.
who I spend my time with when I like to stare at a wall.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You need some like solitude.
Yep.
A lot of cats need solitude.
Yep.
Solitude.
I
don't know.
Why did you?
I'm going American and then I'm going Australian.
Why did your mouth twitch like that? You're very animated today.
I don't know what's going. I feel like just like energized.
It's the
I'm a
warmer
little
weather.
energized bunny.
I know. Well,
I feel like I've been plugged in, recharged. Had an early morning. I don't know. Energy. It's warm. Okay.
oh
Stop
my
talking.
God. Holy shit.
So you have cat-like behavior. Mm-hmm. This seems on brand for you. I feel like we speak about this a lot. You are very much like a cat. I'm way more like a dog.
Yes.
It's like I see it something nice and I'd get distracted.
Yes.
Immediately.
That's like just puppy-like behavior. You are. I think you're like a perpetual fun-loving puppy.
Well, the dog that we said I was like was those Italian greyhounds. And when they get too excited, they shake.
Oh my God. That's right.
It's like I'm like, oh my God, it's overwhelmed.
Holy shit.
I'm a bit anxious, but I'm also really excited.
I totally forgot. Just like.
It is it though. It's anxiety and excitement at the same time that I don't know what to do with myself. It happens quite a lot.
Oh my God. I had totally forgotten about that. Our
It's
other
brilliant.
friend is a corgi. What was mine?
You're a cat. We couldn't find a dog for you.
Yeah, that's right. Just straight up, you're a cat.
Yeah, we just went with a cat.
Oh my God. I totally forgot that you're an Italian greyhound. And when you do get overstimulated, you're like, and then you're like, I have a headache.
Yeah, I need to lie down. I've had too much coffee.
One of your like 4 beverages that you are always cradling.
Oh, love it. Love a beverage. Love a beverageino. So, moving on. I do have something else to talk about. So something happened in the last few weeks, and have you ever had this happen where your partner learns something new about you? And someone like a long-term partner.
Yeah.
And you think that you know someone, right? Mm-hmm. And then they learn something new about you. So and everyone who has known me since I was young knows I'm really bad at sport. Like, laughably bad at sport. So I'll give some examples to tell the story. But as a child, my cousins who were very good at sport, they would always come visit.
Which cousin?
My cousin who lives here and his siblings, they're in the US. And they would come to Australia to visit, and they would all play soccer. And I was always on the sidelines as the cheerleader. If they played tennis, I was the ball girl. Look, they gave me some chances. I was bad. But I was great at tag because I would hide. And I was good at hiding. I wasn't very fast, and I wasn't very nimble, but, could hide. Then we proceed to high school. Skills don't get any better. But I continued to try because Mum loved sport. And even though I was a theater kid, I played netball. And netball, for, again, our American listeners, we're always having to do bloody, what is it? What would you call it? We're doing like dictionary checks or...
Oh my God.
Because we always have to explain stuff.
Yes.
American listeners, Australian listeners. Netball is like what? You could say it's kind of like basketball, but it doesn't have the backboard and you don't dribble.
I guess that's like the simplest way
to say it. I mean, it's a very fast sport, and we wear skirts, which was always skirts or skirts. We wore sometimes just skirts.
Ooh, scandal.
That was my favorite part of the sport. I loved the outfits.
Of course.
It was great.
Of course.
It's primarily a female sport, but now more men are playing it as well. And
more
my
people.
friend... Oh, more people. Thank you. My friend we all would go out to this area to all play netball every Thursday. I'm sure most schools are like that. You play against other schools or whatever. And she had walked in and she looks over and goes, "Oh, there's Saskia." And as she points to me, I proceed to miss the ball, clap my hands together. The ball hits me in my face. I then trip over myself, but slow motion fall to the ground. She's like, "I don't even know how that all happened in one go."
So
and
it
also happened slowly. So you can see I'm really bad. I've said to Jeffrey multiple times, because he's a big tennis guy, he's great at sport. He loves it. He's always like, "Why don't we do tennis together?" I'm like,
No.
I don't know. It's not really my strong suit. He's like, "I think you'd be fine." I'm like, "I don't know. I don't think I would be fine." But, you do you. I'm pretty strong to say I'm bad at it. But I'm good at, skiing and paddleboarding. That's where Jeffrey's bad at. So we don't really ever meet in the middle when it comes to sport things.
That's okay.
So we're in Avalon a few weeks ago, and Jeffrey's friend was like, "Do you guys want to come play pickleball?"
Wait, where's Avalon?
Oh, it's in the Jersey Shore. It's one of the little areas along the shore there.
Oh, okay. Right.
It's a beach town. So his friend's there with his partner, and they invite us to go play pickleball. And Jeffrey's like a tennis guy, but he's excited. And I was like, "I'm going to be bad." And they're like, no, it's all good. We're not that great either. Fast forward to playing the game. I also don't give a fuck. So this is also something that I've realized I don't care about. Mm-hmm. I'm not competitive, and I just don't care. So there's 4 of us playing. We play for an hour and a half.
Fuck that.
I probably touched the ball 10 times in that hour and a half. Jeffrey, I'm realizing, is very competitive.
Yes, no shit.
He's losing it. It is hysterical. I'm crying from laughter because he's like, and then he misses a goal. He's like, "Ah!" And I'm just standing there. Haven't moved from my tiny little square. The ball comes to me. I go, and then we're like,
oh my God, he'd be seeing red.
They throw the ball at me. I miss it. I can never get it, even when it's my go. I get 2 serves because I can never get the first serve. And I'm like, "Oh, it's just really windy, guys. I don't know."
Oh my God. So antagonistic.
I got a little better by the end. And afterwards I said to him, "So what did you think?" He goes, "Yeah, you were worse than I thought you would be."
Oh my God.
I said to you, I set my expectations. It was honestly hilarious. I kind of loved it.
Imagine if you played again, but you were actually better than Jeffrey. Do you think that he'd be more pissed off that you were bad playing with him, or that you were better than him?
He would get competitive, I think. And
really?
I mean, when we were getting competitive with each other, when we switched up teams and me and his friend started to beat him, and every time he missed, I was like, "What a loser."
Oh my God.
We're so mean. I'm like, "Damn, I could have got that shot."
I would have thrown my paddle.
He was going to kill me. But his friend was great because his friend gave me positive affirmations, which then I started to get better. Meanwhile, Jeffrey, when we would play, he'd just be like running across the court, getting every shot. I couldn't even get one.
Was it an ick?
No, it was just so funny. It wasn't even an ick, funnily enough. I think if it was someone that I wasn't in love with, it probably would have been. But to me, I was just crying. I couldn't stop laughing at this man who was so obsessed with this pickleball game. Like, there's no stakes.
There's no stakes.
There's none.
There are no stakes.
It was hysterical. I mean, as soon as we're finished the game, his competitive nature's gone. Like, if he was holding on to it, that would give me the ick.
So interesting. It's like, I have never quite understood the competitiveness around games. Also, like board games, card games. I fucking hate an activity.
Yeah, true.
I do. Like,
do you get competitive with Sims? There's no competitiveness to
I
the
get
game.
competitive when the Grim Reaper is trying to come in. I'm like, stay away from my Sim.
Of course, the game that's your favorite is the least. There is no competition in that game.
There's no engagement.
No.
I just get to dictate what happens.
That is so funny. I'll get competitive with board games. Monopoly.
Oh, I would never play a board game with you. Our friendship would be over.
Oh yeah. People get mad at me because I used to hide money in Monopoly and pretend I was
Saskia!
broke. There's no rule against it. Look it up. There's no rule. I would hide money underneath me, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so broke," and like, "Don't charge me rent." And and then all of a sudden, I'd pull out all this money and be like, "Hotel, hotel, hotel, hotel."
Psych.
I always won. It was great.
Oh my
psycho.
This is okay. When I hear these stories in a compounding environment, such as recording these poddies, I'm like, playing the school game every Thursday. Then speaks volumes, but this is why we love you.
Oh my God. Hey, look, we all are good at something, aren't we?
Yeah, but I can imagine you being very good at board games because you're very strategic and you like a pattern and like rhythm.
100% love puzzles.
Oh, that's right.
Puzzles are my Sims. Although I do want to get back into The Sims because I loved it so much back in the day.
Yeah, I really need to invest in like a proper keyboard. I have to stop talking about The Sims.
You should get a desktop screen. Really,
I do. I really do.
Have a gamer set up. You have one of those gamer chairs. Have you seen those?
Yes.
It's like the speakers
Yes.
built into it, so it can just play Sims 1 soundtrack. You have to start a Twitch account.
No.
I would pay to watch your Twitch account if you were playing this.
Is that a challenge?
No joke. I think that should be a spin-off of this podcast is Kat's Twitch account. I think it would be hysterical.
Of me just...
Gaming. People would watch it. I mean, look, we need to grow our gaming audience. So maybe we just keep talking about games on the podcast. All I can bring is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. All-time classic, great game, PC edition, brilliant. Could talk about that a lot.
I ever played that. Oh, no, I think
Incredible.
I did actually.
Incredible game.
Yeah, I did.
Has never gotten better than that, I think. I think that was peak gaming culture, actually. Harry Potter and the
Yep.
Chamber of Secrets PC edition.
Yeah, we're not gamers.
Peak gaming.
It's very evident that we are not.
That and like this is not a sport podcast. Yet the two things we talked about a lot today were sport and games.
This is not... What podcast? Oh, this
Sport.
is not... Oh, my God. I thought you... Oh, I'm stupid.
Yeah, not a sport and not a game podcast. But I tell you what we could end on. Real estate.
Oh, shit.
I love real estate.
It is like it's like a millennial, like, we're like horny for real estate.
Oh my God, I think you're right.
Yep.
I wonder what the age range is for people who watch Selling Sunset. I mean, I guess that's more reality. But I watch Selling Sunset for the real estate.
Yeah.
And the outfits.
But also of course. But I do think it's like a millennial, this is a blanket statement. At least with me and like our group, the people that we hang around with, every time we travel somewhere, we are immediately looking at real estate.
It's so true.
And we just kind of like get sucked into this vortex of like, no, I could really live here. No, but like I could invest in this and would just take, X amount of time to save. And we get so deep in this. It is like, it truly...
The world. And we'll all go in on a house together. It would be great. But there are those people that travel somewhere and they get, I could live here. yeah, I can live
Why
here.
is that face?
Because that's it. It's like, yeah. And then that's all it is, though. It's no follow-up.
It's fleeting.
No nothing.
Fleeting.
It's like they leave. They've never spoken about it again. But it is true. I think I don't know. Maybe it's just getting older, and millennials are all getting older. So now we're in the real estate bracket. But I bring up real estate not from a buying perspective, but from a renting perspective, because Jeffrey and I are looking for a new apartment in New York.
Oh, that's right.
And we've applied for a third place now. So fingers crossed. Look, I'm not being too optimistic because the last two ones I got a little ahead of myself, I think.
That's a good realization.
Pretty much envisioned my entire life there for the foreseeable future. And then when we didn't get it, I cried. And then I proceeded to say to Jeffrey, it's because you didn't manifest hard enough.
Are you kidding me?
I can't even say it seriously.
Holy shit. You need to... Wait, I just need to break this down for a second. I need to break this down for a second. Me. So, the two places that you applied for to live in that you did not get because of, things that we don't know. But then you proceeded to cry and tell Jeffrey that it was his fault that you didn't get the apartment because he did not manifest it hard enough. Holy, what the Delulu shit is that?
Isn't it fun to date me? No. I was like, I just feel like we're really unclear on what we're manifesting. So then I've taken us through an exercise to align on our manifestation. So we sat down, talked about what we really wanted.
That's nice, though.
That was cute. That was when I came back to Earth. And then this apartment, I was like, okay, I'm not going to dive too far into this. If we get it, we get it. That's kind of how I'm approaching it. New leaf, new apartment, new leaf. I don't know. Turn things around.
I thought you were just trying to say new lease, but you kept saying leaf.
leaf? No. It's like turning over a new leaf.
And I was like, yes, you will have a lease.
I was saying turning over a new leaf, but didn't say the first part and just said new leaf. So, yeah, shortened it. Kind of cool like that.
Oh, my God. You can't just... This is like me pretending like that... Like when I fuck up a word that I'm like, that's how we say it in Australia. That is you just like cutting, like chopping sayings.
I was about to say, that's how we say it in Australia.
No.
No joke. It's so easy. I mean, look, the real estate game, it's brutal, man. It's rough out there. Lots of people. I tell you what's interesting, though, is going to open houses.
Oh, I fucking love an open house.
These are just for rentals, right? I mean, open houses for a house you want to buy, that would be fun. But even rentals, I find fascinating. People watching and seeing the types of people. And I kind of start to create a story of who these people are.
Oh, yes.
It's really,
you have to.
You get such an interesting array of New Yorkers. And it's now that we're looking at 2 bedrooms, because for so long, I obviously was living by myself I guess I was with roommates back in the day when I lived here with Lily, but the market was different. But I'm noticing every building we're going to, it's either a couple with a baby or a couple. It's who else is affording these,
Well, the New York real estate game is like fucked. It is so expensive.
I read an article, I think it was the Times maybe, that was saying that 2 bedrooms are the most sought after apartments in New York and now the most expensive.
Really? I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
People want more space.
Yeah.
And it's couples that have dual incomes that can afford something. But it can be disheartening, right? When you turn up and there's a line down the street.
Oh,
but
it's
whatever.
fucked.
Look, we'll find a place when we're meant to find a place. But I would say that so far, my favorite person I've met along the way,
Oh, God.
is this girl who looked like... Look, my story is that she's recently moved to New York. This is the story I've given her. And her mother had said to her, bring something nice for the real estate agent. And Jeffrey and I have gone to see this apartment. We're walking in, and this couple, I think she was by herself or maybe it was with her partner. They looked very young. They were exiting. And it was this weird it was a very small hallway into this apartment. So we're standing there with the real estate agent and the owner's daughter. So there's there's 6 people in this small space. And we're trying to come in to go to the apartment. They're trying to leave. And then she goes to the real estate agent.
Oh, God.
I think his name was Alan or something. I don't know. But she's like, you have played such a key role in my life these last few weeks, and I just really wanted to give you something, and I stress bake. So she hands over a bag of blueberry muffins or something. And the real estate agent is, I cannot take it. He's saying no, because I guess it's bribery, right? And the owner's standing right next to him, and you're not meant to take things. So he goes, I can't actually take that. And she's trying to hand it to him still.
Oh my God.
He's saying no. I'm standing in the corner like this. There's nowhere to go. And I'm just right there. They're as far away as you and I are. It was so uncomfortable.
Oh my God. Oh
and
my
then
God.
the owner's daughter, she goes, oh, maybe you want them. She goes, oh, I love blueberry. It's like,
Oh my God.
imagine she doesn't even eat gluten. Imagine that. Like, she's just saying it. That would be me. I'd say it to be nice. So then she proceeds to put the muffins on the ground.
No.
She sits them on the ground and then walks out. And I was just standing there. So can we go see the apartment?
So there's just at this point, there's just a bag of freshly baked muffins.
Stress bake. Gotta
Oh,
clarify.
that's so
I know.
deeply uncomfortable.
It was so uncomfortable. I've not forgotten the story.
Was she super enthusiastic about it too? And
I stress bake. It was so enthusiastic.
I don't like this. Oh my
Oh,
God.
I know,
Oh my God. I'm like,
right?
I
It's
second
too much. It felt like new to New York. A New Yorker would never. A New Yorker would never. Stress bake muffins? Absolutely not. We don't have time for that.
Who the fuck? Ew, this just reminds me of like, no, this is, I'm like cringing for her. How old was she?
I would say mid to late 20s.
Fuck, old enough to know better.
I think it was New York. Jesus. Like, New York. Killed me. Absolutely killed me. But, you know, that's what I mean. You see some interesting people with these things. That was my all-time favorite story, though. I texted everyone that story. I texted my friends who are real estate agents being like, I saw the craziest thing.
That's so uncomfortable. That poor woman, though, is just probably like, what Reddit thread did she read?
It was giving mum told me to do this.
Oh!
Yeah, never listen. Don't listen. No.
I mean, there's just what happened to the muffins?
When I went downstairs, I tried to see where they were. I think the girl whose parents owned the apartment had taken them.
This like
This was so uncomfortable.
Is deeply
You would have
painful.
died. You would have died.
Just everyone just like essentially scaling the walls of this very narrow, very small hallway.
You would have probably had a rash.
Yep.
And been sweating profusely.
Yep. Yeah, what's new?
Yeah.
I'm like itching now.
Yeah. Imagine you start coming up in a rash secondhand. Oh, it was cringe. That's all I can say.
What do you think her name was?
Abigail.
Oh!
It's giving Abigail. Sorry, Abigail's out there. Not that that's a bad name. I actually kind of like that name, but it just gave that to me.
That was so quick. That was so quick.
I've thought about this story a lot. This girl is still with me. I wonder if she got the place, honestly. Would love to know where she ended up. If you're listening, Abigail.
Oh my God.
Can you bake me some blueberry muffins? Because I still don't have an apartment, so.
Abigail does not listen to this because she is baking.
Yeah, she could put it on while
Did they
baking,
smell
okay?
good? Were they like...
I don't know. No.
Was it-
We couldn't smell anything.
What kind of bag?
Oh my God, I forgot to tell you what bag they were in.
I was about to say, what kind of bag?
It was like a present bag. Like she went to the store and bought it. Oh, fuck, I forgot. That was the best part. It was, and I think it had a bow on it.
No, it didn't.
It was like a gift bag.
I'm hot.
A full gift bag. Yeah.
I'm honestly like...
I can't believe I forgot that part of the story.
I was going to say, was it in like a tuck shop bag or...
A duck shop bag. Oh, I love your duck shop bag.
Did you get a little meat pie there? Or I was going to say, was it just in a basket with a...
Oh, that actually would have been kind of cute.
That would have been real...
It would have
been
been
more heartbreaking.
so much, but I would have loved it.
This
Now
is
I'm just
so uncomfortable.
I'm going so deep. She's like a trad wife influencer, I think. She's for sure an audience member.
I think that you have to go and play the Harry Potter game
I think
again.
I need to let her go.
I think
it's time to let her go.
Yeah.
I've shared the story now. Let the past be the past, and one day maybe I'll see her.
Oh my God. That silence was deafening. Where did you just go?
I don't know.
Where did you just
start
go?
to think about where she might be living?
You just... So for people who are listening and not watching, Saskia just stared into the abyss. Like, lights were on, baby. No one was fucking home.
This is when theater kid all over, baby. If you would never do that. You got to create the drama.
Don't... What?
That was just insane. We need to end.
Oh,
Get me out of
yeah,
here.
we're ending. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we do need to ask our listeners, though. Let us know about tuck shop prices. Thank you.
Oh, yes. Okay, bye.